Hi, thank you for joining. My name is Crystal Olivaria, and I'm the Career Conversationalist. And today we're here to discuss closely guarded secrets to launching this career successfully. Discover how your child can build credibility momentum, relevant experience mindset when preparing a resume, and learn how your child can set an example for your younger ones. What can you do to help your child launch his or her career successfully? Simply helping your child select a good school with a good program is not enough. It is a start, but it does not guarantee your child will successfully launch his or her career. The reason is colleges have a limited scope in how they prepare your child for a career. While the scope of college is expanding due to an increased concern from the general public about better preparing students by instructing them on how to create a resume and developing basic interviewing skills, there's still a lot lacking. Rather than feeling drained for having to pick up the slack and look for activities where little actions have big outcomes. Something your child does for a limited time today can have lifelong payouts because it enhances your child's credibility and it makes it easier to launch a career successfully. Do you want to know what little activities your child can do today that will help your child launch a career successfully? Discover how your child can build credibility momentum. Little activities done today can have a huge impact on helping your child successfully launch his or her career and stand out from the crowd. Activities do not require much more effort than activities your child is already expected to perform. For example, if your child has to take an extracurricular class as part of the graduation requirements, then why not select extracurricular activities that will help your child explore a career? An extracurricular activity in exploring a career may require a little more effort than the easiest extracurricular class available. While the goal of going after an easy A today may create challenges in the future. The saying goes, and the easy road becomes hard, and the hard road becomes easy. Taking an easy course is effortless because it does not provide your child with challenges. It does not make your child think about new possible directions to head towards. The easy route leads to stagnation rather than ongoing development. The slightly more challenging course, or the one taken to explore a career path, can lead to many positive, unexpected consequences that do not show up on a report card. To discover the benefits of taking an extracurricular course as a means of career exploration, let's discuss success. Katrina Thompson took a course called Cross Age that was about working with little kids in PE class or physical education. Katrina would come home and tell her older sister stories about how the little kids were a handful. The experience taught Katrina that while she wants to be a teacher, she does not want to work with little kids. Katrina now has her sights set on teaching high school and college students. The experience of taking a course that was of interest to Katrina helped her gain clarity about her future goal. Furthermore, the experience also helped Katrina win scholarship money to help pay for college. She was encouraged to apply for scholarships and she applied to 5 or 6 of them. Katrina asked her older sister, Marissa Thompson, if she would read her scholarship essays and make suggestions. Marissa made several suggestions. Perhaps the most important one was encouraging Katrina to write about her experiences in Cross Age. Katrina didn't think much of the experience because it was not an advanced course she was taking to look impressive on a college application. However, Marissa, at her young, wise age, realized that the experience was worth mentioning in the scholarship essays because it was relevant towards the type of career Katrina is working towards. It is highly probable that the scholarship judges for the California Teachers Association and the Sanger Unified Teachers Association were impressed by Katrina's commitment to her future career by writing about a course that she did not have to take that involved teaching. The little actions that Katrina took are helping her build her credibility now. Taking a course related gave Katrina something to write about when filling out essay portion of scholarship applications. The outcome of Katrina's curiosity and following it and being diligent toward working hard has resulted in her winning 2 scholarships. When she goes to and applies for jobs, she can list the scholarship awards on her resume. When Katrina is applying for teaching positions, how much more likely do you think she's going to stand out from the crowd when she has scholarships listed on her resume from the California Teachers Association and Sanger Unified Teachers Association? The moral of the true story is that little actions that do not require much more effort than your child is already expected to perform can lead to building credibility in a way that helps your child stand out. Katrina was involved in the following little actions. Katrina took a course that interested her rather than picking a course that would lead to an easy A. Katrina gained experience and had something interesting to talk about with family, friends, and when writing scholarship essays. Katrina applied to scholarships. Katrina asked for help from her older sibling on her scholarship essays. And Katrina acted upon the feedback she received from a trusted source, her older sister. Katrina does a beautiful job of setting an example for your child. Do it, then so can your child. It is the little activities that allow your child to gain credibility. Each little piece of credibility, and it becomes easier and easier for your child to stand out from the crowd. It is the little extra that turns ordinary into extraordinary in the long run. Avoid no relevant experience mindset when preparing a resume. Your child could spend years volunteering and/or working in an area that provides relevant work experience and still draw a blank when it comes to filling out a resume. How is this possible? How is it that your child can spend so much time engaged in activities that are beneficial to his or her future career and still struggle to try and meet the requirements of a job position? In the workforce, it is natural for your child to feel anxiety and doubt. After all, the job descriptions usually have a list of requirements. Your child may be anxious to read the list to find out if he or she meets the requirements. On your child's level of awareness and confidence, your child could internalize the experience in one of 2 ways. Your child's self-talk could be different than if your child has an average mindset than a successful mindset. Now, here are examples of self-talk for each mindset. Mindset. Self-talk. I do not have any experience and I have a college degree. How am I going to stand out from all the other college graduates that are applying to the same job positions as I am? Successful mindset. Self-talk. I may not have the exact requirements your organization is looking for, but I am excited to share what experiences I have during an interview. I understand that listing requirements are a formal way of doing business. Average mindset. Rationalization process. Comes from the belief that I'm not good enough. This is why I need to prove myself worthy by meeting the requirements. If I'm called for an interview, I need to prove myself again in order to be invited back to the second interview or to be offered the job. Successful mindset. Rationalization process. This stems from actively thinking about profession and being engaged in related activities. The challenge is trying to figure out which experiences to mention. Average mindset. The outcome. The focus is on needing to prove one's self-worth. It is easy to fall into the self-pity trap when a person does not have any relevant experiences to talk about. Successful mindset. The outcome. The focus is on sorting through experiences and determining which ones are going to be the best examples that are most relevant to the position being applied for. To further examine why it is easier for one mindset to fill out a resume with relevant experience than another, let's look at a real-life example. At the time of crafting this message, Katrina Thompson is a freshman at California State University, Monterey Bay. Katrina wants to be a teacher working with high school and college students, and she is leaning towards the subject of math. Based upon the little actions Katrina is taking today, let's examine how these actions will help her stand out from the crowd when she graduates and applies for teaching positions and officially launches her career. Explore in depth, let's use a compare and contrast model of the two mindsets Katrina can have. However, first, let's look at a job description. At the time of crafting this message, for the high school math teacher at Monterey Peninsula Unified School District. Job posting: high school math teacher for Monterey Peninsula Unified School District. Job definition: the classroom teacher is responsible for classroom instruction in areas for which the teacher is credentialized and authorized to teach. The teacher assesses student needs in relation to curriculum, objectives, and applies program consistency with identified learning needs, curriculum objectives, and instructional materials using appropriate teaching strategies and assessing student progress. Creates and manages a teaching environment conducive to student learning and communicates regularly with parents regarding student academic and social progress. Provides supervision of all students during designated hours, and, if assigned, during, before, and after school activities. The teacher shall be held accountable for the safety and welfare of all students. Assist in planning and implementing parent involvement activities. Required qualifications. Bachelor's degree from an accredited college or university. An appropriate California teaching credential. Experience. Successful experience teaching in grades K through 12 is recommended. Knowledge of district and state content standards for students, effective classroom management techniques, curriculum instruction and assessment processes and how they should operate in an effective school, applicable sections of California Education Code and other applicable state publications such as curriculum frameworks, technology and computer software applications relative to instructions and administration, California standards for the teaching profession. Self-talk from the average mindset versus the successful mindset after reading a job description for a high school teacher, math teacher for Monterey Peninsula Unified School District. Excerpts from job posting. The teacher assesses students' needs in relation to curriculum objectives. Average mindset. I've never been a teacher, so I have no experience assessing student needs in relation to curriculum objectives. Successful mindset. I have volunteered to help my mom, who is a pre-kindergarten teacher, assess new students in the areas of shapes, colors, and the alphabet. Excerpts from job posting. Applies program consistent with identified learning needs, curriculum, objectives, and instructional materials using appropriate teaching strategies and assessing student progress. Average mindset. I'm a teacher, so I have no experience in teaching and assessing a student's progress. Successful mindset. In high school, I was a peer tutor. There was a couple who happily paid me to tutor their daughter several times during a week. I look over her homework and identify where the daughter needed help. Then I would use the appropriate teaching strategies to assist their daughter in understanding and completing the homework assignments. Excerpts from job posting. Creates and manages a teaching environment conducive to student learning. Average mindset. I've never been a teacher, so I've never had a learning environment to manage. Success mindset. While tutoring, I have managed the learning environment by insisting that the television and radio remain off while focusing on homework assignments. Excerpt from job posting. Communicates regularly with parents regarding student academic and social progress. Average mindset. I have never taught, so I have no experience with students or communicating with their parents. Success mindset. I communicate regularly with the parents of the student I tutor. We usually talk about their daughter's progress when they're getting ready to pay me for my services. Excerpt from job posting. Supervision of all students during designated hours. Average mindset. I have never been a teacher, so I do not have any student supervision experience. Success mindset. When I participated in the program CrossAge, I worked with students in PE class. I was a tutor who helped supervise elementary students during a designated time. Excerpts from job posting. The teacher shall be held accountable for the safety and welfare of all students. Average mindset. I have never been a teacher, so I have never been in charge of a group of students and therefore had to be accountable for their safety. Success mindset. While being a tutor in a program CrossAge, I was responsible for helping to ensure the safety of students. From job posting. Assist in planning and implementing parent involvement activities. Excuse me. I have never been a teacher, so I've never had to plan or work with parents. Success mindset. While being a private tutor, I've had to communicate with parents and plan on spending a lot of time tutoring their daughter. Their daughter is struggling to keep up with the high school material because she needs help mastering the basics. Now, obviously, Katrina would not have a lot to talk about if she was not engaged in a lot of career-related activities. However, since she has been engaged and she does have a lot to talk about, why is it possible that she could draw a blank when filling out a resume? It is possible that Katrina feels overwhelmed when she has so many examples to choose from that she is speechless. It is possible, but not likely. Sits down to fill out the resume. They are creating a summary of their experiences that act like a hook to reel in. The process of creating a resume means sorting through life experiences to curate and mention the experiences most relevant to job positions. It is a huge task to elevate a person's life experiences and then only select a few to mention. Couple that with the need to be selective in choosing wording to entice curiosity and the emotion that comes from seeking employment, and your child has a monumental task before him or herself. The reality is, it is easier to become overwhelmed by everything that needs to be done in a short time frame. Waits till being near graduation to complete a resume and apply for jobs. Your child has the added pressure from being in an unfocused state. Your child will be busy studying the requirements necessary for graduating college. Starts preparing a resume earlier than expected, your child has more time to accomplish the task. While some students may start filling out the resume a month prior to graduation and others 3 months prior to graduation, much sooner. In the example of Katrina could create her resume now, although she is several years away from graduating college with her bachelor's degree. Creating a resume now and updating it later will be easier than trying to get it all done in her senior year of college. If Katrina waits her senior year of college to create her resume, she may have forgotten important dates and details about her relevant experience. It's easier for her to keep track of her activities now. For example, it is easier to keep track of date ranges now than to try and accurately remember them a few years later. Now here is an example of what Katrina's resume may look like today. Private tutor 8 of 2014 to 5 2016, Fresno, California. Tutored in the subjects of math, science, history, and English. Volunteered to assist pre-kindergarten teacher from 7 of 2015 to 8 2015, Sanger, California. Assesses students' ability to identify shapes, colors, and the alphabet. And setting up classroom. Cross-age tutor in PE class 8 of 2015 to 4 2016, Fresno, California. Oversees elementary students participate in class to get exercise. Scholarships 8 2015 to present, Fresno and Sanger, California. Teachers Associates $3,000 and Sanger Unified Teacher Association $250. Learns more about resume formats, the same experience may be communicated differently. It is possible that her resume, when graduating college, may have the same information, but may be stated as follows. Private tutor, August 2014 through May 2016, Fresno, California. Scheduled ongoing tutoring sessions with flexibility. Assisted student in developing better study habits. Explain high school subjects of math, science, history, and English. Volunteer to assist pre-kindergarten teacher. July 2015 to August 2015, Sanger, California. Assesses incoming students' ability to identify shapes, colors, and the alphabet. Assist in preparing classroom for the new school year. Shadows pre-kindergarten teacher as she finalizes her teaching plans. Cross-age program tutor for physical education, 2015 to April 2016, Fresno, California. Demonstrates a variety of physical exercises to elementary students. Uses age-appropriate communication to effectively manage class. And teach students how to work as a team when playing games. Raised money for college tuition via scholarships, August 2015 to present, Sanger, California. Able to handle multiple deadlines and demonstrate good time management. Strong written communication of relevant information. Awarded scholarships from the California Teachers Association, $3,000, and Sanger Unified Teachers Association, $250. Since Katrina is a high academic achiever, it is also recommended that she includes her academic standings, such as her grade point average, of academic achievements, such as being a salutatorian, California Scholarship Federation Life member, Academic Scholar of Distinction, and the Golden State Seal Merit. It is also recommended that Katrina includes information about other activities such as soccer. While in high school, Katrina played on the varsity girls soccer team as well as a traveling team. Being an active, committed team member provides a lot of great examples of how to work with others, as well as further demonstrates Katrina's incredible ability to manage her schedule to be able to perform well in the areas of academics, sports, volunteering, and scholarship pursuits. While Katrina has an incredible amount of things she can list on her resume, she may draw a blank when it comes to filling out a resume if she waits till just before graduation. College graduation can be an incredibly overwhelming time to study for finals while looking for a job. To avoid the additional pressure of preparing to formally launch her career by applying for jobs, Katrina can start the process early. Keeping track of achievements and updating a resume provides a different type of overwhelming experience. Do you prefer your child to feel overwhelmed trying to figure out which relevant information to share on a resume when preparing and applying for job positions, or overwhelmed from the stress that comes from studying for finals and looking for a job while trying to remember relevant work experience from the past several years. Learn how your older child can help set an example for your younger ones. Little kids naturally look up to their older siblings. Older siblings are a role model and influence their younger siblings. Influences range from the types of games they like to play to how they dress and talk. In many ways, the older ones or the younger ones mimic the older ones. This is easy to see when children are young. As children grow up and develop their own tastes, they may express themselves differently than their older siblings. However, the older siblings are still heavily influenced and tend to model their older siblings' attitudes and behaviors. Your younger siblings also watch how the older siblings handle challenges and decide how to follow or to avoid the same challenges based on the outcomes of their older siblings' experience. For example, if an older sibling is consistently talking about a goal and is working towards it, then the younger sibling observes the process from beginning to end. This leads to the younger siblings tending to have more realistic expectations because they have seen it done. If younger siblings do not like the outcome or the amount of work needed to achieve the outcome, then he or she may determine for themselves not to follow the same path. For example, if the older sibling has a goal of getting straight A's, then the older sibling may sacrifice a social life in order to have time to study and earn straight A's. If the lack of time for social life results in the older sibling being socially awkward during social events, then the younger sibling may decide not to get straight A's because the younger one values a social life more than the older sibling. The younger sibling knows the true cost of getting straight A's because the younger one observes what it takes to achieve the goal, the sacrifices made, and the consequences of it. If a younger sibling may choose not to follow the same path as an older sibling, a younger sibling also has the option of following the same or similar path. For example, if an older sibling decides to apply and wins several scholarships and receives a lot of social praise from friends and family, then the younger siblings may decide he or she wants the same type of praise and recognition. Therefore, the younger one may follow in the older one's footsteps. In the case of the Thompson family, the oldest child, Marissa Thompson, has set a good example for her younger siblings, Katrina Thompson and Carlin Thompson. She decided she wanted to earn good grades and pursue a career as a marine biologist at age. Since Marissa talked about her goals often, it was easy for others to offer her assistance in working towards her goals. As a result, Marissa did a lot of volunteer work for the California Department of Fish and Wildlife and had a lot of experiences to write about when applying for scholarships. Marissa won enough scholarships in her high school senior year to pay for her first year of college. With all the praise that Marissa received from friends and family, it is easy to understand why her younger sister Katrina asked for Marissa's feedback on her own scholarship essays. Check out the short 2-minute, 38-second video, Marissa Pays First-Year College Tuition with Scholarships. The beauty of siblings helping each other is that it creates a lot of work for you, or creates less work for you, and creates more meaningful relationships between your children. As a parent, it is nice to have help from others, so you do not have to do it all on your own. Interestingly, your child can mentor and coach your younger ones in a way that you cannot. As a parent mentor coach, you can only push your child so hard before it begins to feel like you are commanding rather than encouraging. However, when your oldest child pushes your younger ones, there's a different dynamic at play that results in a different outcome than if you pushed as a parent. Children are used to arguing with their siblings and saying it like it is. Children tend to lack a filter and express their true thoughts, feelings, and concerns without holding back. Therefore, siblings are used to having a candid conversation with each other. The candidness allows for conversations to flow and concerns to be addressed quickly. Easier for the younger child to take action when the older one is answering questions honestly to the best of his or her ability. Furthermore, your oldest child is more likely to say, "I don't know," with stating, "Here's the guidance I can provide you, and you have to figure out the rest on your own." Children are expected to not know it all, and they act accordingly. A younger child may receive the same or similar advice from you as a parent or an adult figure. Your younger child may not receive the same message in the same way as if it came from your oldest child or someone who is a peer. Children have been conditioned to be good children who listen to their parents, so they tend not to question their parents' advice openly. This creates a lot of doubt and confusion because the younger child may be hesitant to ask questions and gain clarity about the advice. Are less likely to question their parents than their siblings because the consequences tend to be different. Therefore, your oldest child can be able to communicate in a way with your youngest child in a way that you cannot. For further examples of Marissa Thompson setting good examples for her younger siblings as well as others, be sure to check out YouTube playlist of Marissa Thompson. Several short video clips of Marissa over the years. For further examples of Katrina Thompson setting a good example for her younger sibling as well as others, be sure to check out the following blog post that Katrina is featured in. Attention parents, how to properly brag about your child. Does your teen only look good on paper? And the truth about why companies offer scholarships. Carlin Thompson, the youngest, is growing up and watching both of his older sisters observe their work ethic and the fruits of their labor. It will be exciting to watch what type of choices Carlin makes and the fruits of his labor. While Carlin may not pursue a common career path, like being a teacher like his older sister, Katrina Thompson, Carlin knows that regardless of what path he chooses, dedication and determination to see things through to achieve success. Carlin benefits from being able to watch his two older sisters pursue different career paths and sees the same dedication and work ethic that has led to a budding success in each of their career journeys. Carlin Thompson has been featured in the blog post. Do you encourage your child to dream of a career? Child hydrated with a scholarship reminder. Watching the Thompson children grow up into young, mature adults is a blessing because it is very fulfilling to watch children develop and overcome obstacles to pursue a career path that they will enjoy as adults. There's no worry of, "I may like it," or "I hope I like it." Instead, there are many memories of them talking about their experiences of being involved in activities that will help them discover a career path. The ups and downs of the roller coaster ride provides your child fun and a thrill as a means to explore what they think they want to do. While nothing turns out as planned, their decisions to follow their chosen career path are solid because they have taken time to explore multiple directions within a given career area. The children also build stronger bonds with each other as they support each other during the downtimes and celebrate together during the up times. Goal of supporting each other, they develop lifelong memories that make the relationship with each other stronger and more meaningful. A child can engage in little activities that build credibility, momentum, and lead to launching a career successfully. You know the closely guarded secrets to launching a career successfully so your child can avoid the no relevant experience mindset when preparing a resume. You also know your older child can set a good example for your younger ones. This makes life easier for you because you know you do not need to do it all on your own. You also have the relief from knowing why it is possible for your oldest to be effective in guiding your younger ones. Know what to do and how to do it. Go do it. Start by sharing the closely guarded secrets of launching a career successfully with your child. Thank you for taking the time to watch this episode. If you enjoyed it and you would like additional information, then I encourage you to go to the site grabyourfreegift.com/Crystal O, CRYSTALO, in order to be added to the emailing list. And every week you'll be sent a blog post as well as an inspirational quote and occasionally additional bonuses. I encourage you to create a folder titled !Career Conversationalist. This way you can save the emails so that you can easily revisit them and find them again in the near future. I also just want to take a quick moment to thank Google for the technology that they are providing. This broadcast is being produced thanks to Google Hangouts. And if for some reason you are not able to watch the live broadcast, then the recording will be made available thanks to YouTube. So thank you once again for your time, and I look forward to connecting soon again in the near future. Until then, take care.